How about we start sensitization? How about we tell people the importance of genotype? How about we tell people that when you go on the first date, instead of asking for more rice, you can ask for genotypes? How about we start by making that impact? I am a Sickle Cell Survivor. I like referring to myself as a survivor because I have gone through a lot, and in all, I am still standing. I am still here, and I think if this is not success story enough, then I don't know how you define success. This is success to me. So this fateful Sunday, I was out with my friends. We came back, we spoke together. They left, and I was on my bed just sleeping, and before I knew it, I was experiencing a crisis breaking Monday. That Monday happened to be a ghost town. I was home alone, nobody to call, nobody to talk to. It was a lot. I went on Facebook, I spoke to my Auntie Sam Solange, and after talking to her, I realized that no one was coming to save me. It was me against the world, and I had to make a move. In that cold pain striking through my joints, I felt my edges cutting through like nothing I had experienced before. But there I was in the cold, step after step, marching towards finding myself, towards being better. At that point, there were just the two things that mattered to me: dying or surviving. At that point, I knew I could die, but I chose to live. Step after step I took, and at some point when I was close, I felt like God was really on my side, and then it took a drastic turn, and I saw a bike coming. I thought they were coming to help me. I thought God was smiling on me. I felt like heaven had opened its windows for me. But to the greatest of my dismay, it was criminals. They came, they robbed me. In that state of pain, I pleaded, I begged them, I cried. I told them, please just take whatever I want to take. Just take me to a hospital. I want to start, just all I want. But they pushed me away. Down there, shredded, all hope was lost. I walked to the hospital, and upon arrival, I passed out. I passed out not because I was weak. I passed out because I felt this was redemption. I felt I had reached the trademark where I get help. So that night taught me that I just have to accept myself. I need to define my circle. I need to keep who is special to me. I need to come out of my shell as well. Tell people about what I face, because I believe if only those thieves they knew what I was facing, maybe they would have smiled on me. Maybe they would have just taken whatever they took from me and just take me to a hospital. But no, they were ignorant.
I have 3 sickle cell patients. It's a deadly disease as far as I understand, and it has not been easy managing these 3 children because sickle cell comes with a lot of crises, and it is delicate, very, very delicate to handle children at that stage.
Since from childhood, I have not been really having friends. Even up to now, I'm not having friends. So all the people I have is just my family members. Secondary school, I had no friends. I've not even finished secondary school, but I thank God I've done my nursing training, and now I am a nurse in the brigade hospital, in the military hospital. I'm a student of St. Teresa International Bilingual Comprehensive College. I'm currently going to upper science.
I am a civil engineer. I am equally a writer, a blogger, and a social media manager. I am a Sickle Cell Survivor. I like referring to myself as a survivor because I have gone through a lot, and in all I am still standing.
Bravelife Foundation is a non-profit organization which is out to support individuals affected by sickle cell disease. The founder of Bravelife Foundation, Mrs. Kofi Clare, is a sickle cell patient, and she is in the UK right now. She also has a non-profit organization in the UK which is called Plasma of Hope, which is also out to support sickle cell patients like this. So as a sickle cell patient herself, she thought it wise that since she can do that for people in the UK, why not bring it back home and also support her people here in Cameroon?
The journey with sickle cell has not been easy. If I say it has been easy, it drains you morally, it drains you physically, it drains you financially. It has not been easy, but we thank God that we as caregivers to these children, it's like partially you are also a patient because you're constantly at their beck and call, constantly watching after them, even overnight. I remember waking up all the time to give them water. Because they are very naturally stubborn. They like to eat what they are not supposed to eat. They like to drink what they are not supposed to drink. So I'm constantly following them up in order that they look presentable, they look good, and they are fit even for their studies.
I've been facing the challenges of crisis, which happen to me like once or twice a month. And I've been doing my best to take my medications on time, but sometimes the stress of school makes me to forget sometimes. But with my mother's help, I've been taking my medications on regular basis. I haven't had any serious case ever since I discovered Bravelife Foundation.
First of all, we had a meeting with the parents of sickle cell, asked them that how we can support them, what do they need, and we have been organizing workshops where we can teach both the parents and those affected with sickle cell on how they can manage themselves.
We have visits every first Saturday of every month. At bingo, they go for checkups. They run them several tests, blood counts, check malaria, typhoid, urine, and other tests that the doctors recommend every month. And they give them drugs too every month that they take every day as their daily routine in order to help boost their immune system and also keep them up and fit into the society.
Before I was diagnosed with sickle cell disorder, I would usually face lots of stigma in the society. People would call me witch, people would call me alien because I had yellow eyes, I had tiny legs, I looked different from every other kid, I didn't play in the rain and all that, and it played on me a lot.
People see us as, I don't know, they see us like we are not normal people. Meanwhile, for me, I'm a normal person like every other person. I don't really take this sickness into consideration.
The sickle cell disease involves mental health because so many of them die because of the stigma that is surrounded with sickle cell. So we organize mental health workshops, workshops with doctors that will come and teach them that, okay, if something is happening to you like this, you should do like this.
So many parents don't really know what is sickle cell, because when I got to know my children were sicklers, they were a little bit like more than toddlers. So it really broke me down. Then I took the courage. I started browsing about the disease. So I learned more of it through social media. I had to know what, first of all, it is and what are the remedies and so on.
Sickle cell is one of those challenges that cripples you. It makes you lose yourself trying to be yourself. And I say lose yourself trying to be yourself, I mean that in the course of your self-realization, you find yourself not accepting who you are. You find yourself trying to give a daft mind to the society. You find yourself trying to not be who you are, whereas who you are is just this whole entity of a human body that, you know, dreams different, has unique abilities, be able to, you know, socialize differently.
I like to do what other people do. So I always feel my place, even though when I go like in a milieu where there are many people, everybody was like looking at me. It's at first that it was disturbing me, but now I've understood that if I want to be looking at it like that, I will not cope. So, but now when anywhere I go, that people will be doing, I will not even care. I will be doing what I'm doing.
Knowing I was sickle was a breakthrough. It actually made me understand that what I was facing is not an abnormality. It's part of existence. It's part of, I would say, ignorance from both parties that were not informed. So it made me accept life better and live life better.
It is not witchcraft. It is a genetic disease. It is not caused by us. It is just something that happens. It's an illness that is caused due to genetic distortion.
It has been going for me, and I've been learning to cope with it ever since I discovered it when I was in Form 1, which I was 9 years old. My mother has been a great therapist for me in helping my mindset cope with all of it and everything that has been doing me.
They don't need stress, they don't need noise, they don't need cold, they need good nutrition. And then you need to talk to them. Above all, they need God, because no matter how we care for these children, it is God that is giving us the wisdom. He is the one really taking care of these children. They should be very patient with these children, because I will not tell you a lie. With my experience, if you are not patient with these kids, you might lose them. That child is already in a delicate situation. So I just want to beg parents that they should try and be patient with that child that has that sickness.
There's very big difference with us and normal people. There's a very big difference, because people are never have knowledge of this sickle cell issue thing in the society. People have not really, they don't really have knowledge of it. So it's good that they should educate them.
The parents should be aware. They should create an awareness of what he or she has to deal with, so that you don't take the child for granted. A sickle cell child is not like a child that has AA. So if you have those two set of children in the house, you treat the other one differently. Normally it will create it will be like a situation where you're over pampering one child, but they need that pampering.
Me, I'm already used to it, but another person will not be used to it. So it's good that people should help us to educate them on it, that they should not be seeing us different.
These children, as they are growing up, people tell them they will not last. You reach the age of 19, you die. You reach the age of 21, you will die. It depends on how far you care for these children.
I am 22. I heard I won't make 21. Trust me, I tried to die. I got to a point where living felt like dying, and I couldn't even appreciate both. But here I am, 22, and this is just to tell you that those myths are fake. Those are things pushed by, I want to say, people who do not go to school, because when you go to school, you will be informed.
I want to plead with them, because like my case, I think maybe their father too is still to understand what it is, because if you don't understand what it is, you will be negligent and you will lose to that child. But if you are aware and you put in your effort and with prayers, that child will grow up to be the person whom God has designed him or she to be.
How about we start creating a better tomorrow for those who are here already? How about we start creating a better tomorrow by ensuring that sickle kids no longer come into this world? How about we start sensitization? How about we tell people the importance of genotype? How about we tell people that when you go on the first date, instead of asking for more rice, you can ask for genotypes? How about we start by making that impact? How about we start telling the world our stories, make them know that there is a set of people and they just want to be heard, they just want to be loved, and they just want to be cherished. You are not dying, you will have a long life. That's why it's a lifelong illness. There is long in it. See it from that perspective. Dream different and just be you. There is life ahead of you. Try to accept yourself, because it's only when you accept yourself that anyone can accept you. love yourself before loving anyone. Do not seek for love, because the moment you start seeking for love, when you do not have love yourself, you put yourself in harm's way and keep hurting, and that is you booking another ticket to the hospital. So please watch yourself, love yourself, and know that it is within you that true peace is found.